Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you. You're new to our show. We talk about the geek news beat and we share our opinions, which is that's what you really come here for. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me we have Randy. Say what's to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's going on, Geek Beast? Chuck, man, what are we talking about tonight?
Man, you can catch the Acolyte in theaters on my birthday, dog, June 3rd.
Theaters?
Theaters.
Oh,
Theaters. I'm gonna even catch it in the theaters, kind of like how we could catch Rebel Moon in theaters.
well, that's we're not going. We're going to stay positive. So, are they going to release all of the
The
episodes?
first two episodes,
First two,
and that hopefully, I wonder.
hour
And
long.
guess what? And most of them are already sold out.
I would go see it.
You should go see it.
Yeah, I didn't know that this was an option. I didn't
I
hear
was gonna
about
say
this.
it's got to be sold out already.
Is it
Oh,
a
it's
limited
free tickets too. Oh,
free
Free.
tickets?
Let's.
Are they free?
It
What?
says free if you're on
What?
screening. Oh, Monday, June 3rd. Look up. Oh wait,
You got
I'm
me
gonna-
looking it up right now.
I'm not showing my. I'm. I'm gonna sign up for it now.
Me too.
Is it
Me
limited?
too.
Is it limited theaters or is this like a nationwide release?
Nationwide, your local time.
All California sold out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
All
this up.
California sold out. Oh, boo.
Oh, here, look.
Boo. Oh, they don't have it in Ohio.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was yeah.
They got it in Lee, though. We can go to Turkey Creek, Tennessee.
I'm not driving to
Dude,
Turkey
it's sold out
Creek, Tennessee.
everywhere.
It's sold
Oh,
out
no.
everywhere. Everybody with Turkey Creek, Tennessee. I don't know what the hell Turkey Creek, Tennessee is, but it's sold out
What?
everywhere else.
Regal Prince, Turkey Creek, Tennessee.
Man, I may get one just to take it from
Wait.
Turkey Creek, Tennessee.
So, El Capitan makes sense.
Yeah,
AMC
that
The
makes sense.
Grove, that's
The
wait,
Grove,
AMC
yeah.
Orange, that's right by me.
That's right by you. Yep.
Cinemark.
No place in
Second,
Ohio.
Nowhere in
No,
Ohio.
Ohio. Illinois, Georgia, Massachusetts, Minnesota.
They don't have Indiana neither. Don't worry. They don't
Texas,
have Kentucky
Virginia,
neither.
Washington. Damn. sold
Yeah, in the
out.
little tri-state area, there's no where I am. There's no. They're not selling it.
They don't even have it in Dallas. They're like, fuck Dallas. Fuck Houston.
I wonder how they made these determinations.
They partnered with AMC, so maybe AMC, maybe.
And I wonder would they have a popcorn
Looks like
bucket?
Fandango. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna have. Okay. I mean, I remember they did this with Rings of Power. They had like the first two episodes out for free. Same thing here at the Garden Walk, right by thing. And I remember trying to get it, and it was just like it was gone. It was just like the tickets were gone. So
Didn't Courtney go?
Yeah,
I
Courtney
want to
saw
say
Rings of Power. Yeah, she was able to get tickets to the Rings of
Yeah.
Power one.
Yeah.
It's like this is actually dope for them to do this.
Yeah,
It is.
I would be super. I mean, I'm super excited if it would have been here. If I could have got tickets, I would have went.
Yep, it makes sense. They cheated us. They're supposed to give free tickets to the Geekish Network. We got to work on that, guys. We got to work on that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
we got to make that happen.
this seems super cool, man. Give me a dope popcorn bucket to go with it. Yeah,
this everything. We're gonna get everything with it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this, and I'm not even going.
Yep,
would have been super cool to have. And when does it drop? When does it drop on Disney Plus?
The 4th. The next
fourth, Junior 4th.
So they're doing it on the same day that it drops. Okay.
Yeah, which is essentially like a few hours before because it'll drop at midnight.
Yeah.
Right? So if they're showing this to everybody at June 3rd at 7 p.m. That means you're only you basically got like a few hours ahead start on everybody. But then again, seeing it in the theater with a bunch of other Star Wars nerds.
Man.
That sounds like fun, man. It sounds like a lot of fun.
One thing where they had like an orchestra, like during May the 4th, they had like an orchestra at this stadium and they showed it there. It was super cool, man.
That's cool. That's cool.
And like so when it came on like done, like when the credits come on, the orchestra plays. Dun, yeah, man. It was like I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. You
Yeah.
know, gotta figure things out. We should definitely make sure we get around to it the next time Fandango came through. I guess I got to sign to the Fandango newsletter. I'm pretty sure it came out on our newsletter, and since none of us get the newsletter, we couldn't sign up. I'm sure to instantly hit the newsletter, it was sold out. Well, given away out because it was free, so
That's
you ain't
even
got it. There's no
man.
loss in it. There's no loss in it.
Right. That's even worse. They was giving it away for free.
For free, for
Oh,
free, for free.
they could have
Um,
had my money, but since they're gonna give it to me free, ugh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of that, things that are not free, we back with some Lego news. I swear we talk about Lego every week here. I
Seems like a
gotta,
lot.
it does. We do talk about Lego a lot.
It
Well,
seems like
Lego
the
has
sets.
their new Legend of Zelda set, 2,500 bricks, the Great Deku Tree. So it's a tree from Lego. The Great Deku is 2-in-1, includes 2,500 pieces. It is available for pre-order for $299.99 and will start shipping in September.
Is that a lot of bricks? 250?
2,500.
25.
That's a good size. That's a good size. It's a good price for a 2,500 bricks, $300.
What was the price? I didn't hear the price.
$300, 299. Yep. Legos ain't cheap, dog.
Not.
They are not.
Oh,
They're worth more than gold.
full on back there. I'm just taking a gander. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, they're not cheap. They're
Good
not
for you.
cheap. When I was in London, I bought the little London bus because you can only buy them in London.
It looks cool though, man. Look at that.
It looks cool. It does look cool.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Like you gonna buy it and give it to me?
The Zelda, you don't play video games.
I know who
I
Zelda
would get you a
is.
Star Wars set before I give you a
I
Zelda
know who
set.
Zelda is. I mean, Zelda been around since the 80s. I'm
Yeah,
looking
but you don't know what Zelda is. You don't know that. No, you don't know about that
good.
light. Until you have proof, I can prove that you don't know who Zelda is.
You know who Zelda is.
Who do you play as?
I just know who Zelda is, man.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
know. I know who
Got
Zelda.
him.
The
Got
Legend of
him.
Zelda, man. I know who Zelda is.
Got him.
Got
Got him.
Nah. You should get him. You should get him some Star Wars Legos.
I'll get us some Star
Sure.
Wars. I get you Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Randy,
You
tell him to
know?
get you the Millennium Falcon. Or
Rodney, I would get that for you
thousand.
before I get it for him. Because you would appreciate it way more than he would.
Oh,
The $1,000
Houseway.
Millennium Falcon.
I would get that for you. Rodney's been wanting that thing since I met him. He don't want the medium size one. He don't want the small one. He wants the big
Oh.
one. I saw the big one in the Lego store and I thought about you, Rodney. I was like, that's a big ass thing. It's
Uh,
huge, Randy. It's at least about 3 to 4 feet
and they had
big.
someplace, it was years ago.
It's
Like they had a
huge.
life-size Millennium Falcon. Like this person built it.
A
Crazy.
life size?
A life size.
That's dope.
Like
That's
it
dope.
was great. I don't remember the exact
That's dope.
price,
People
but like
they had all kinds of wild stuff in there.
they
Like you
built
go,
a life-size Millennium
yeah. Lego builders, that's a job, dog. Think of all of the years we spent in high school, and then nobody suggests, hey, you could build Legos for the rest of your life and make a whole living off of
Nobody,
it.
oh,
Get
nobody.
paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to build Legos.
I'm mad at
You
my
know,
counselor. I had an amazing
it's
counselor, but no,
funny.
they didn't tell me about stuff like that.
Not at all.
We gotta inform these people. You know, it's interesting because two of the guys, one of the guys, the writer of Tresse, works for
Hmm.
Lego,
Oh, wow.
and he's in the what's it, Denmark, Netherlands,
Hmm.
and then another Filipino artist that I follow. He works for. He's one of the concept designers for Lego, and He's there in the Netherlands too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's awesome. Yeah.
So the funk came up and said that the West Talbot has been submitting Zelda Lego pictures for over a decade.
Dope.
And he finally got one. Good for him.
No,
He also told me say Zelda's right there in the green tunic with the sword.
know who Zelda is, man. I know who he is.
Zelda's the princess, Randy. Link is who you play as.
Yeah.
You
Link
so
is who
good
you play
trivia.
as, and you go to get Zelda the
Y'all don't
Good,
remember
princess.
the
good, good.
cartoon?
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember the
Yeah, I
cartoon,
remember
The
the
Legend?
cartoon. Yeah,
Yeah.
they should bring back some of the old cartoons. No, they should. No, they should. That's my Gen Z talking in. My Gen X talking. No, we don't need to remake any damn thing. Make new
Why
shit.
to remake it? I mean, it could just
Make
be a
new shit.
version.
No, I say make new shit on new properties. And people, we have a problem now with people in
We didn't,
imagination.
the thing is with video games though, we didn't have an opportunity back there to make good IPs outside of those video games. It's a golden age.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah,
golden
that's
age
true.
of video games being adapted to, television series and movies and
Yeah.
things like that. So back in the day, they
Yeah.
used to give it to the people that, like here,
So there's a video game creator named Kojima, and Kojima likes to do both in one medium, where he puts TV shows in his video games. Like you'll turn on the video game, you for the first 2 hours of Death Stranding, you only play 30 minutes of it.
Mm. Is it
The hour and
good?
a half. No,
Oh.
no. It's a wild ass story. I will tell you that's your homework. If you have time, just put up on your TV on YouTube, Death Stranding story, and you'll be like, and they have a whole documentary of him on Disney Plus, right? Because people
Hmm.
love he's beloved, he's loved, and everybody that's acting in it was like, yo, this thing is wild. He's a genius. He's a genius. It's when you have no other words to describe somebody, you don't want to belittle them. You call them genius, and that's what they call it. So I was like, I'm gonna go watch this game because Death Stranding 2's coming out, and Death Stranding 2's coming out, and there's a guy with electric guitar whip in it. Don't ask questions. Just go watch the trailer for it. And I was like, I gotta play this first game. And the game is about walking.
It's
You
about
walk
just
across
walking.
America. You walk across America.
Oh, sounds boring.
Exactly. Because he says it's not a war game because Japan's had a hard time with war. So he doesn't he made a war game with a soldier that didn't kill people. You can tranquilize people.
Mm.
Matter of fact, he penalizes if you kill them.
I mean,
It's a
I
stuff
kind
game, but
of
that has stuff in it.
because back in the day, the GI Joe cartoon, they shoot a lot of people, but they never hit anybody
Yeah,
because
that's true.
they didn't want kids seeing the type of violence out there, people getting hit or dying or anything like that. It was just a bunch of shooting and
And
nobody.
then rap music came and changed everything.
Wow, that was a swift turn. Yeah,
That's when violence got totally okay.
yeah, you sound like a Fox News correspondent. The world was great, and then that rap music came out.
America was perfect, had no violence.
Chuck O'Reilly.
Chuck O'Reilly. That's exactly what I was going for. I was going for that. I deserved that. I was like, yeah. Oh, wow. That's something that's deep. Next story. The dog from the Dogecoin meme has died. The face of one of the defining memes of the 2010s, the dog meme, died on Frida Kabosu, the Shiba Inu with the knowing face that launched a million internet jokes, was 18 when she died.
No, what's that?
Yeah, she was
Mama?
18, dog. In
Mm.
dog years, how old is that? She like 100 and something.
Yeah, that's over 100. It's like 120.
Yeah, look at her. Yeah, she's like,
If
yeah,
they
I'm the
age 7 years, and 7 years, what? 7 years times 18 is what? Ooh, that's 56. 120,
120. Yeah, yeah,
126, something like that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So the dog passed away.
She
You
had a good.
know, she had a good run. She got famous.
Yeah.
She got internet famous. That's
Yeah.
real fame.
Yeah. When did she get wealthy though?
I don't know. Kabuso's suspicious, amused, almost human face was eventually used as the logo for Dogecoin, a joke cryptocurrency that was promoted by Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live in 2021.
And if it's 20, if it's 2010, if it was, would you say 2010 or 2021?
2010.
Okay. If it's 2020, it's kind of a 2010, it's kind of a early like emoji because or meme, right?
Mm.
Because memes were just kind of gaining popularity around that time.
Look, in 2008, she was rescued. In February 2010, she posted what at the time was an ordinary update. Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, memes were just kind of kicking off in 2010.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know. I think so. Like,
Whoa, Randy.
I don't,
Whoa.
I don't remember
Memes were kicking off when I got back to America.
when.
2005.
Okay. I just
You
don't remember.
know,
Don't remember
a damn Snoop Dogg was a damn meme.
and I thought that was
Or
around that time.
Shizzle.
I thought that was around that time, like 2010,
Man,
because that's popularity of social media. Like that's when social media started popping off, right?
about 2002, 2003.
Nah.
Yeah, MySpace.
Okay, I guess I was thinking Facebook. Like,
See, that's how old you are. Your time periods messed up. First there was Friendster, Randy. What you
yeah,
know
I
about
remember
Friendster? Then there was MySpace.
Friendster, and I remember Black Planet. I was on Black Planet in like 2001,
And
right?
they had memes in AOL chat, dog.
You know, I'm talking about popular memes.
Oh,
Like,
you mean like general culture?
yeah,
That's
like
around that's about 2008. It's not getting
that's what I'm
popular.
saying. Like around that time, so that would have put
Yeah,
him kind of like early memes.
you know.
Like
But
early
YouTube had
popular.
meme videos going off all the time, like for shizzle.
And I get you all, but you all are like,
We're tech guys, yeah, I
yeah,
know.
y'all tech guys. I don't think everybody was out there doing it.
Ain't our fault y'all lame out there. Y'all ain't with the nerds. The nerds are not the lame ones. The lame ones are the ones that don't
Yeah, bro.
know.
But
That's
like,
right.
just because there was a like chat room's been around forever, but like people weren't a lot in chat rooms, right? Until
Yep.
like, later.
See, before like the funk said, before social media, folks were memeing it up on forums, but they weren't called memes yet. They weren't called memes at the time.
Weren't call
But
means
they,
and a lot of
yeah,
people weren't in those forums. Like, like
yeah, that's true. We had another passing. Disney musician Richard Sherman passed at 95 years old. That's amazing life to live. 95.
yeah.
Disney announced revered composer Richard Sherman passed away on Saturday from age-related illnesses. He was 95 years old. He was like, I'm old. That's why I died. Dubbed a key member of Walt Disney's creative inner circle, Sherman was born on June 12th, 1928. He and his older brother Robert, who passed in 2012, were part of the double act called the Sherman Brothers that started writing songs together after being challenged by their father, Al, himself, a popular songwriter.
That's
Uh,
cool. Man.
yep,
Like he had a good life. It sounds
yeah.
like he had a dream
Over,
job.
over the decade, Richard and Robert, they did supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah.
That's one of the songs in Mary Poppins. I
Yep.
Want to Be Like You in the Jungle Book. They had a good life. They did songs for the Aristocrats, the Sword and the Stones, the Parent Trap 90, in 61 and in 98. Um, they did songs for Charlotte's Web and Snoopy Come Home. Between them, the Sherman brothers are
Did
said to
Snoopy
have
come
written
home?
1,000 songs and pieces of music across 50 movies.
Snoopy Come Home is one of my favorite animated movies as a kid.
Yeah. Are you watching any of the new Snoopy properties on Apple Plus?
I didn't even know they had them
Yeah,
on.
Franklin has a show.
Oh,
They
oh,
gave
does it?
Franklin, they gave Franklin a show, yeah.
Okay.
About Franklin moving to the city and him and Charlie Brown becoming friends.
Okay.
I watched it.
Are
I
they
watched it.
are
Hmm.
they adults?
No, they're kids.
The kids,
When he's
okay.
a kid, who Franklin is, because when they made the comic strip that Franklin was on one side of the table and all of the kids were on the other side of the table, and so they wanted to fix that.
Good for them. I'm gonna have to
Trust.
check that out.
Yeah, so go watch it. It's interesting. It's a Snoopy movie. It is same, has the same calm in it. That's back when animated movie TV shows didn't have to have violence. They didn't have to have a lot of action. They actually talked about things.
Yeah. Well, it was a
Really
kid.
interesting.
It was
It's for
a kid.
kids. Uh-huh.
Kid.
It's still a kid show. It feels like a proper Charlie
Yeah.
Brown show.
Charlie
And they
Brown.
have a new one coming out. It's a movie coming out soon.
Snoopy's amazing. But Snoopy Come Home is my favorite. Like I literally cried when Snoopy left.
Yep. We're about to have a super moment in hip hop right now coming up next.
And what is that?
Part of Wu Tang's rarest album will be played in public in June. You'll be able to hear a curated 30-minute excerpt of the album provided you can get to the Museum of Old and New Art in Hobart, Tasmania between June 15th and June 24th.
So we're going to
So
Tasmania? We
I don't know. I kind of want to do it. The Mono's playback of Shaolin excerpts will start of a months-long exhibit called Name Dropping, centered on rare and significant pop culture objects. The Tasmanian residents can get into the museum for free, but tickets go for about 38 Australian dollars. Yep.
That seems worth the price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to,
You just
it's
got to
got
get to Australia. You got to get to Australia first.
yeah, that's the problem.
Yep. But this is the album that RZA made one copy of and sold for $2 million to
Mm-hmm.
your boy that made the drugs.
To make the drugs. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
he made what's his name? Squirrely. He went to jail. He
I
Wu
remember
Tang's
this
7 studio
story.
albums.
Yeah.
Despite fans attempting the millions of dollars to buy it, it ended up in the clutches of Skrilla, who is most famous for extorting pricing of life-saving
Oh,
medication.
okay. The dude who was a
Yeah,
billionaire now he's not.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's in
Okay.
jail. Yeah, yeah, the guy that's in jail for drugs.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
So
just
they confiscated the album and then they resold it. Ain't that some shit? Cause I go to jail, don't give you the right to sell my stuff.
that's what it exactly what it does. They probably like you got to prove you earned this money. Oh, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Now I just gotta want to get to Tasmania, man. This sounds amazing.
So the album is set to be released. Against the embargo where anybody can listen to it on October 8th, 2103.
I want to see it. I want to see
We're
it
gonna
live.
be well, no, we're gonna be dead and gone though when they can actually release the album. The album's not allowed to be released. The embargo on it's on 2103.
21,
2103. It's
20,000.
it uh-huh. They can't play the album to the public, the general public, for 79 more years. The owner's not allowed to play the album. It's against the law, technically.
So that means we really got to get there to go check it out. Because who
Yes.
gonna see it in our life?
You'll never be able to hear it any other place.
Yeah. We gotta make this happen.
Because
I feel
of
like you want to
Tasmania.
send me out there as a correspondent for the next.
Okay. Yeah. And you're not hearing all the album, you're only hearing 30 minutes of the album.
That's all right. That's all I
Apparently
need.
the album was like 2 hours long.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Apparently the Wu-Tang members are upset that nobody's gonna hear the album because they say it's one of their best albums.
You know, I hear some amazing verses. I wonder who went off though on the track. Like,
Ghostface,
see, I was thinking math, but I was not the Jizza. I think the Jizza.
probably. Yep. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Uh the first Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer dropped. Did you see it?
I did.
What'd you think?
Thought it was good, but I don't really have a lot of point of reference to it because video game
Yeah, I
like
know
that.
it. Links in it. I'm just messing with you. No, so one is the Samurai Yasuke's in it, of course. And he's retainer in service to Japanese warlord Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga. The second protagonist is Naomi, a shinobi character whose opposition to Nobunaga's war initially pits her against Yasuke. And I think you play as both of them.
That's cool.
It has the internet in a tizzy though,
Why is that?
because there's a black samurai.
Yasuke
People
is
don't exactly. That's the point, Randy. That's what everybody's shocked about. Is like, what are you talking about? So
Yeah.
white people are mad that the black samurai is black in the video game.
Yasuke is literally black. That's his
Yeah,
story.
yeah, we know. They like, why don't y'all make him white like we did Jesus?
Oh God. Like this is historically accurate that he's black.
Hmm.
They got
And they're
images up.
like, there's a woman shinobi, and I'm like, there were tons of women shinobi. Women were somebody you could trust to be shinobi because no men actually acknowledge women as women. They were things.
Halloween makes me think of whatchamacallit.
But the trailer looks amazing. I haven't played. I own almost every Assassin's Creed game. I've only
look,
played two
look
of
at
them,
that's
and I've
amazing.
never finished one.
Uh,
I have never.
Rodney,
Those
have
games
you
are big,
finished
man. They're
any
open
of them?
world games.
I'm just curious. Rodney, have you finished any of them? Or in the chat, Defunct, have you finished any of them?
I don't know.
No, I've
I
never
don't know
really played the
anybody.
Assassin's Creed games.
Hmm.
I mean, I understand their appeal, and it's just never appealed to me. But there's supposedly like some really, really good games, and a lot of people play them. They got a huge fan
Hmm.
base,
They do have a huge fan
and
base.
so
Yeah,
It looks amazing.
it does look amazing.
it looks really good.
It looks,
Ghost of Tsushima's on PC now.
yeah, and that looks amazing.
Yeah, I gotta try to pick that up soon.
I guess
'Cause
everybody has to put their games on PC. It makes sense.
because they're losing out on so much, man.
Yeah, they're losing out.
They're losing
Games are
out
so
on it.
expensive. They gotta
It's
make
so
that money.
expensive. And not only
Yep.
that, like there's so much more PCs can do
Hmm.
than the consoles.
Yes.
So as good as they look like on PS5 and place, in Xbox, it's never gonna look as good on PC.
I agree.
So
I agree. Can't have all these high poly models and not really
yeah.
use them, not really push them.
Mm. See, I don't even know what that means.
High polygrams, like high definition models. So the models look more and more realistic. Well, that's expensive. You have to have power to push that, the graphical power to push it.
So basically,
But
more polygons means more processing power.
yeah, more processing power you
So
need.
most games or most systems they try to lower the poly count. But
Hmm.
PCs are so powerful now with the graphic cards that you're always going to have the highest level of power in a PC game,
Yeah, and most
PC system. So,
yeah, yeah, in most
so
games, Randy. Go ahead, Ryan. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no,
Go
but
ahead.
yeah, so like PS5 and Xbox, their hardware is pretty much capped at a certain level, whereas
Mm.
PCs, you know, they're even coming out with like even crazier graphics cards, and they just released a whole other series of graphics cards like
Hmm.
not even a year ago, and they're talking about like releasing they released the 4000 series. Now they're talking about releasing the 5000 series like
Yeah,
very soon. So yeah.
yeah. So the goal, Randy, is to have high polygon models, which takes a lot of graphical power, and run a high frame rate. Your perf to be high. So right
Okay.
now, video game consoles give you like 30 frames a second with pretty graphics, or they give you 60 frames a second with decent graphics. Where a PC can say, we can give you 60 frames. Matter of fact, we'll go over. We'll give you 100 frames a second with high level graphics if you have the most powerful card. So your games look amazing. And
Uh,
they so the animation is really good too.
They have 360 hertz monitors now,
Yeah,
and there are even higher ones out there coming. And at
yeah,
360 hertz means you can run a game theoretically. You can run a game at 360 frames per second, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
insane,
yeah,
right? And then these graphics cards for PCs, you can run 4K gaming at
yeah,
high frame rates, and then it's smooth. It's like super smooth. So yeah, it's like a whole thing, man.
yeah.
And that's the primary reason why I've always been just PC. I don't really do consoles. But the
Mm-hmm.
the downside of that is a lot of these games like Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Tsushima, all these games you're talking about, they're console only. So I think that's what they're realizing is that they have this other market like myself that if they port it to PC, then you're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
all these, because it's like the best selling game on Steam right now is Ghost of Tsushima. It came out like at
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of the pandemic and it was a huge hit, but you could only play it on PlayStation. So, but now it's like you can play it on any, you can play on PC. So it's like, dude,
Yeah.
they're making all kinds of money now from that.
Yeah. So what's interesting is PlayStation is willing to take their exclusives because these are PlayStation exclusives. These are reasons why you buy the console. That's what most exclusives are there for. The reason you buy us is because we have this game and you like this game. But now they're putting them on PC. So now we have a lot of exclusives on PC,
Okay.
which is totally awesome too.
I think also too, like I think that days of it being exclusive, it's just they can't do that anymore.
You can't do it. It's
It,
expensive. It's hard.
they can't do it anymore, and it's not generating the money that that used to,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like they can't do it anymore. It's like, yeah, it's all the reasons why I just said. It's like you have so many people that are like, you know what, I'll just wait for the PC port or whatever because I'm gonna play a game at the highest level, you know,
Yeah.
that I possibly can. I'm not gonna play it
Now,
at a lower level, you know.
now there's an arms race going on where everybody throws all this stuff in the cloud and they can if we ever if America gets the internet correct, well, they will play everything in the cloud. That way you'll have the best graphics cards, the best of everything, and you're playing the video onto a machine. And it doesn't matter how powerful that machine is. We're not there yet, but there is an arms race between Xbox, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and PlayStation to get there. Because that way, Microsoft can say, hey, Nintendo, we're going to drop an app in your store. Thank you, Epic, for making this happen for us. We're going to drop an app in your store and they can play our games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it's going now. It's going to go to that. It's going to go to that. So that's going to be very interesting. Because then it's going to be like you'll see Microsoft saying, hey, we're going to put an app on PlayStation Store and we're going to keep the games exclusive to us. You just got to buy the Game Pass for $19.99.
Okay.
Yeah, like the funk came in. A lot of them were in inspiration poster format. These games are notoriously way too long. Content bloat. Yes, Assassin's Creed games are long. You're talking about 60 to 80 hours in the game. And I don't play 60 to 80 hour long games. I like my games to cut off around 40, probably at the longest. But for some people, I have a family member, he likes 100, 200 hour games. He still plays Grand Theft Auto. And I'm like, you've been playing Grand Theft Auto for like 15 years. He's like, I know, I can't wait for the next one to come.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's plenty of people out there, Can't wait for the next one to come for that.
Yep.
$1 billion.
Yep. And the Funk said it best. This generation of high definition consoles have been underperforming, and Nintendo left them in the dust. So Nintendo doesn't care about graphics and all that. They care about their content. Our games, people going to buy them. We have beloved characters. Our games are complex, but they're not overly complex.
They
There's
value
some,
gameplay over
yeah, over
graphics.
everything else. Yeah, over
Yeah.
graphics. And we're slowly getting there. But some people like realistic graphics. That's Call of Duty saving graces is realistic graphics. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's the reason
Fortnite
why.
should be
Yeah,
crushing it into the ground. It kind of is crushing in the ground,
it
but it should crush it
is,
even
but there
more.
is still a segment that, like, yeah, I'm not gonna play Fortnite because it's got kitty graphics or
It's kitty graphics.
the kitty design,
Valorant.
kitty art direction. Right, the graphics are great. It actually runs on like Unreal 5. So like the things that they're doing in the game is great, but like the art direction, it's too kiddie for people. So they go to the Call of Duty, right?
Yeah,
They want the realistic. They do the Call of Duty or like the Apex, you know. But it's like, yeah, gameplay wise. But I think Fortnite, we don't get too much into it, but like Fortnite just reinvents themselves. Like literally, this season is Mad Max. It's crazy. Like they added like cars in it, and it's just literally like you're you're playing like Mad Max. You're running
That's
around.
awesome.
Everybody else
That's
got
awesome.
cars. You're running around. You're ramming into people.
Yeah.
You're like shooting at
I
people.
thought I thought that was just a Lego version, but it's the regular
Yeah,
version
it is
too.
a regular version. It's crazy, man. And so they reinvent themselves all the time. Whereas like Call of Duty, they're these types of games, they're locked into this like quote unquote their own universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whereas Fortnite, they can just okay, you know what? It was and speaking of, we were talking about earlier about mythology. The chapter before that was you fought Zeus. You fought Zeus, right? And then this
Fought
season,
Vader.
yeah, you fought Vader. Now this season you have Magneto's in it, and I think
Oh,
Fallout's gonna be in this season too.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Fallout skins. It's crazy,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's interesting with the gaming landscape's gonna be like in the next few years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do think it's gonna be cloud based.
Yeah. That's the goal. I mean, Epic basically does that overall. You download it down to your machine, but there's a lot of stuff they're doing in the cloud behind the scenes because it runs on Nintendo Switch just as good as it runs on an iPad, just as good as it runs on as a PC. So they've done crossplay. They've done a lot of really smart things. Guess that's where we're gonna end the show today. We would say that we're gonna have binge worthy, but we're not having binge worthy tonight, are we, Randy?
no, we're not having it tonight.
We're not having binge worthy tonight. People have things to do. Life is hitting. And so we'll be back next week with binge worthy. And Friday, we'll have a happy hour. But before happy hour, we'll have Trek Table.
Yep.
And you can come listen to the people at Trek Table talk about Star Trek Discovery season 3.
The final episode, so
It's the
series
final
finale.
episode. Oh, the series finale. So this is
Yep.
gonna be a big show. So if you haven't caught up, which I'm one of those people that haven't caught up, catch up and you can watch and tune in and listen to them talk about Trek Table.
Series finale. So
Yep. Yeah, that's so dope. With that being said, shout out to Rodney for being our technical director and producer. Shout out to Randy for coming on as co-hosting. He has a million things to do right now. If y'all can't tell. Shout out to the Funk for curating all our stories as usual, and shout out to Digital Click for our marketing needs. If you have marketing needs, hit a Digital Click. They can do your social media marketing. They can actually create your art assets for you as well. With that being said, we'll see you on Friday. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.